Two Venice High School teams with multiple state championships had a chance to travel to Havana, Cuba. Not only did they get the opportunity to play other teams in the country, they learned some valuable lessons as well. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo joins us now with the highlights of their trip. Dwayne.
Well, Haley, coaches and players recently got back into town. They say it was an eye-opening experience after seeing the conditions Cuban athletes regularly play in. For graduate baseball player Riley Buckmaster, it's a trip he says he'll never forget, presenting a young Cuban player with batting gloves and a helmet.
He looked at me and said, "For me?" I said, "Yes, this is for you." And he broke down on my shoulder and started crying. That's how thankful he was. He said that his family would have to work for at least 10 years just to even afford this, and maybe more.
Venice High School baseball and volleyball teams flew to the city of Havana, not only bringing their will to compete against Cuban teams, but bringing other items as well.
We gave them like some jerseys, spandex. We even gave them some toiletries, like shampoo and deodorant and stuff like that, and they were just overwhelmed. They really appreciated everything we gave them, even the smallest things.
The 6-day trip was organized by SCORE International, an organization putting together mission trips for sports teams around the world. The Indians baseball team played 5 games against Cuban clubs, ranging in age from teens to adult players in their mid-40s. Winning all 5, playing a different style of baseball.
They're just trying to hit the ball far and get as many bases as they possibly can. We up here definitely use a small ball to our advantage. They were asking us what we were doing. They didn't really know what bunting was and all that.
Venice volleyball managed 1 win against the Cuban national team. Coach Brian Wheatley saying his players had extremely tough matchups.
As far as just height go, they were 6'3", 6'4" across the top of the net. I'll tell you, those kids over there, they did not want to lose to us.
He says for his players, the trip puts everything in perspective.
You know, breaking your iPhone doesn't seem as bad when you've just seen people, you know, starving and haven't eaten for 3 or 4 days. It taught our kids that, you know, you don't need excess to be happy. You know, it's faith, family, and friends.
And for volleyball player Kelly Hubbard, it's 5 days she'll always remember.
Yeah, it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I'd love to go back.
And was also able to speak with head baseball coach Craig Faulkner. He says it's a trip he would take his players in the future.